hated the fact that me and my mum never got on, hated the fact that I got kicked out and that I'm to and fro from other family residents.
Well, I was living with my mum and in May she passed away, and I've got no other family in the UK. All my family live in Thailand, my mum's side of the family, so I don't know my dad.
Being homeless wasn't easy. Made me feel like I was nothing to no one. Felt, you know, I just didn't feel right anywhere I went. Didn't feel comfortable. Didn't like who I was because I felt I blamed myself.
The main fears and reservations that we had before becoming hosts was kind of how will this impact our family life. Obviously for us, priority is our son Elijah. Are the young people who are going to come into our home cause any threat to him? Is it going to mean that he gets shoved to one side? He will do in a minute, he's just bitten his finger. Well done, boy. He absolutely loves having people living in his home. I mean, Gemma, who lives with us now, is the third young person who's lived with us. And to him, he kind of reflects on he's got a big brother or a big sister in the house now.
Living with Kath and Andy, it's like a family thing. It's not like just living in a room and that's it. I don't see them, I go down and cook. Being able to be a part of the family, having dinner with them, I go out with them. They've offered to take me on holiday, which was really nice.
She just shouted at me, get out of my house. So I left and went to my dad's. And then my dad took me to my nan's, so I had to stay at my nan's, and I was just to and fro from families. You know, my nan's, my dad's, my aunts, and I was just here, there, everywhere. I weren't settled. I couldn't settle because I knew I'd be off to another house again. So I just felt awkward all the time, worthless, and so I stayed on the drugs, and it just made me even worse and worse and worse.
We looked at, can we do this? And then we looked at, why can't we do this? And when we analysed why we couldn't do it, there were no reasons why we couldn't do it.
And we have an interest in young people and really helping young people to realise their potential.
I go to college now, I'm always on time. I have a curfew to be in, so then I'm up early, ready for college. I don't do drugs at all.
It's been interesting having sort of a different perspective, different take on life. Certainly kept us, stopped us getting old and crusty, having a young person around, and you know, it's given us an external interest in our lives, which is good and great.
I think we've gained more than we realise, in the sense of, I think when you first sign up to become a Spotted Lodgings host, you tend to think this is me doing a nice act for somebody else, but it doesn't take that long before you realise that that somebody else is doing something for you. So I think for us as a family unit, we feel like we've gained a daughter, and so for us it doesn't feel like we have a lodge, it feels like we have an extension to the family. And so having Gemma living with us is a real blessing.
The Christian community that we belong to has a rule of life, one of which says that you put people before appearances or possessions. And so for us, the supported lodging scheme is a way of us living that out, that people matter more.
If it wasn't for their help, their support, I'd have probably been either in like prison or something, or just been in real trouble, proper trouble.
I'd hope that the ways that we've been able to support Gemma is by creating a safe place, to create a family environment where she feels safe and settled, where she can be herself, where life doesn't feel that she has to kind of conform or tick the Burns box, where she can just be herself.
If anybody was thinking of becoming a host, I'd just say go for it, because they'd be able to offer a young person a new chance in giving someone a new life in a way, because I just felt so happy after living with Kath and Andy for a couple of months, because it's just amazing.
We had huge backup from east to west, for the supported lodgings scheme through the manager for the whole time. We were never left alone. If we needed help, it's always been available.